the Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner. Here's a little heads up, as I usually do. Okay, for the past period of time, year, more, whatever, there has been a lot of strife in your life. Self-imposed, by the way. Just a lot of action with no point, no purpose to it. Just action for the sake of action. And you're unsatisfied with it. You're dissatisfied. You know that you want to add more love into your life. Because to have love, you can give love. The only way you can do that is be kind to yourself. A little bit of reciprocity is called for. There's a whole path. You and I are going to follow the whole deal coming up in the reading in just a moment. Well, hello and welcome again to the Tao Daily Tarot. Glad to have you with me. Whether you're a first-time or long-time or cross-watcher makes no difference. Very quickly, let me highlight what makes this reading different from most other tarot readings. 1, it's archetypal. I read the images on the card. 2, I only use 8 cards from 4 different decks. And the reason I only use 8 cards is because the Tao, by definition, is the simplest, straightest path. And that's really what I want to put you on, a path where you are in control of your life. And so because of that, I look at the energies that surround us every day, the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling. Because things are always coming and going in your life. They're pushing, they're pulling you all the time. And so think of this as an energetic weather report. I don't predict. I give you the energies that are around at the time you are viewing this. And it's the same for everybody around the whole planet. That's what's so neat about this. So once you have your energetic weather report, you know what the energetic weather will be, and you know how to prepare for it. That keeps you in control. I also do something called a hyper shuffle, and I try to get this taken care of in about 10 minutes, give or take a couple of minutes. Of course, the cards will dictate how long the reading goes, but roughly about 10 minutes, so you can easily fit this Tao daily report into your daily schedule. 10 minutes, not a big deal, right? Okay, it keeps you in control, which is the whole point of this Tao Daily Tarot, keeping you, giving you the power, giving you the choices, alrighty? So 10-minute report, that is just a nice way so that you can easily handle it or catch up if your life just gets to be so busy that you just don't follow up every single day. Because I do a brand new reading every single day, 365 days a year. So there's plenty of material for you to look through, and maybe you just do some group watching on the weekends. Whatever it is, it'll be perfect for you and give you the power. So I mentioned something just a moment ago called the hyper shuffle. This is where this all comes in. And rather than give you an explanation, much better to have you see it. So there you go. There is the hyper shuffle, the Tao Daily Tarot. Let's get to today's energetic weather report, known as the Tao Daily Tarot. Here is our oracle card. This is the overall temperature in this energetic weather report, and it's observer. Yeah, the old fox looking at the moon. And remember, when the animals observe anything, they're out in the wild, they catch everything. They're looking for every single bit and piece of information. And that's exactly what's going on. You are now in a role of being the observer. You want to see what's going on around you, inside of you. You just want to sit back and soak it all in. Observer. Good role as we're coming up to this Taurus New Moon coming up in about a week or so from now, or not even. So let us begin now with the energies. We're on the side of the energies of coming and going, and we have the Empress. The Empress, pregnant with possibilities, love. Yeah. Probably starting with self-love, I would think. Because in order to find something in your life, you have to resonate with it. If you're looking for love, but you're not in a loving mood, if you're in an angry, disappointed, negative mood, you're not going to attract love to you. You have to be in that positive frame of mind, frame of heart. And the Empress is. You see there, of course, that little Venus sign. She is, in many ways, love incarnate. So now we move from there to the energy of coming and going. Again, Page of Swords. Remember, pages always change the storyline. So there's a change in thought, change in communication. And I'm thinking we're following up on this Empress card. Maybe you feel differently about your world. Maybe you are thinking differently about yourself, your value. You're deciding to change your thoughts, your thinking, to make them more positive, which would be absolutely the perfect time with this new moon in Taurus, which, by the way, Taurus ruled by Venus. And of course, as I mentioned, here with the Empress card, we have that little pillow, it looks like, with the Venus symbol. That's what the Empress is all about. This is a very good indication that you will begin this journey towards self-discovery, maybe, as you are observing yourself and the world around you, probably beginning at the new moon. I think it's on the 11th, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty, we go to the energies of pushing and pulling right now, and we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. This is a lot of conflict, but it's pointless. It's just squabbling. It's noodling. It's, activity for the sake of activity. But nothing is really accomplished by it. You just feel like doing something, and so you get into little scuffles. You get into little... This is negative thinking. This is negative feeling, and this is what's changing. The Page of Swords indicates, followed up or initially started by the Empress. You have to get away from this kind of an energy, this kind of just bickering, just for the point of making noise. And the final card in the pushing-pulling department, the Tower. That's pretty obvious. That kind of approach, just action for the sake of action, just activity for the sake of activity, that has to stop. Because it probably is negative. And so either you decide to initiate this Tower in your life, that is, start thinking positively, start thinking more like the Empress, love, or something will come into your life that will force you to have to change and act more like the Empress and love yourself. Because remember, you cannot give what you don't have. You got to begin with you loving yourself. And we move to the first magnifier card, and what do you know? We have the repeat, the Five of Wands. So what this tells me is that there has been a lot, bickering, a lot of negativity, a lot of action with no purpose to it. Maybe you're just trying to stay busy because you're trying to normalize your life again. After a year or so of this COVID thing, you're going, phew, man, I want normal again, please. And so you do a lot of thinking, you do a lot of feeling, you act a lot, you stay busy. So maybe you don't have to think about it. Maybe you don't have to feel about it. But you're not accomplishing anything. Really, really important. Action with no purpose. And then the second magnifier card is, of course, the Knight of Swords. Again, connecting up and moving up from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. It indicates to me that there is a change in your thinking pattern, certainly. You want to be more loving. You want to be more like the Empress. You want to appreciate yourself. You want to appreciate your life, and therefore appreciate the people and things around you. You are understanding that. And in fact, in the pre-shuffle, we had a couple of cards that I did not include today from the Vice Versa deck. We did indeed have the Wheel of Fortune. We had the Two of Cups, and we had the Nine of Cups. You are moving to a place. The Wheel of Fortune says you are moving to a place of self-love so that you can then have a more loving life. And to emphasize with what you're doing with this movement, we have the Vice Versa card, the Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity, equal give and take. And it begins with you. Be gentle, be honest, be open, be giving to yourself. Fill up that cup of love and appreciation and enthusiasm. When you fill that up, you have love, appreciation, and enthusiasm to give back into the world. It's pretty clear. And with this, again, new moon in Taurus coming up in about a week. Taurus is ruled by Venus. It is a building sign. And with the Venus here, with the Empress, That's where you're headed. You are being in a giving mood to yourself so that you can have a better world and you can be giving to other people. Because, frankly, with these two, not the Tower here, but the Five of Wands, here we go, we got them. Back to back almost. There has been a lot of action in your life. A ton of action. But you haven't accomplished anything. And it's time to make that change, make that adjustment. So be like the Empress to yourself. Love yourself. Equal give and take. Be gentle with yourself. And between now and probably the new moon in Taurus, observe. Just observe you, your world, and figure out from there how you can become this Empress. You can love yourself more and love your world more. Really, 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 really powerful reading. Yeah, and again, about a week down the road, we have that new moon in Taurus. So that's it. That is the Tao Daily Tarot reading for today. Thank you very much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Very important for the folks at YouTube to help build this channel. And that pretty much wraps it up today. Very positive note. I like this read a lot. So until the next time you and I have a chance to get together, as I said, I do this reading every day, brand new reading every day, 365. You and I could do this again tomorrow, or maybe you're busy. We'll catch up later on in the week. Doesn't make any difference. Between now and the next time you and I talk tarot, blessings.